Hey, what's up, you guys? So today I want to be talking about some resources to learn how to program. A lot of people seem to have some interest in learning to program because there's a lot of opportunities with it, including being able to make more expensive reskins. So all of these methods that I'm going to go through, I think there's five of them. I've used them all before. Um, I've used a lot of different methods to try to learn how to program. Some of them haven't worked that well, but these ones that I brought together for today are the ones that I thought were really the best and taught me the most. So I want to show them to you guys so you can learn from them too. Um, let's get started. So the first thing that I used was a site called appcoda.com. So they have a lot of great free tutorials for you on Swift and iOS development in general. So they're all free. You can search through the site for whatever specific tutorial you're looking for. And they have a ton of new stuff every month. Like all of these were just added in April. So already they have like 3 new things just in April, and it's only April 10th. So they're always updating this site, adding new tutorials. And really, what I think they're best for is if you have a specific idea that you're trying to program, these are great tutorials for that. So the top thing would be the tutorials right here. Um, you can learn how to do different things like table views, collection views, anything like that. So basically specific libraries within Xcode. Um, so these are pretty cool to check out. I haven't really used the site in a while, but back when I was first starting, I would always check out different tutorials to learn how to use new things that I discovered within Xcode. So definitely check that out. Another great resource. This is a resource that is not free, but I've learned a lot from it. It is this Mastering Swift 4 book. It's around $22 to $25, depending on if you get the ebook or the paperback book. But I think it was a great resource. It taught me a lot. The best thing about it were the examples that were in it and how in depth it was about the basics of programming in Swift. So it teaches you all the main things like variables, constants, functions, classes, structs, all of that stuff, while providing a lot of examples and like fun projects to do along with them inside the book. There's pictures too. So that was a great thing to use. I used a previous version because I was learning before, so it was maybe like Swift 1 or Swift 2 back when I was doing it. But now it's up to Swift 4, but it should be basically the same with just updated code to match Swift 4's standards. So I really recommend this to learn the basics and get the foundation for Swift before you start trying to do other projects. I know doing projects and tutorials is a lot more fun, but this book really gives you all the information you need to be successful with those tutorials, and you'll have a lot less roadblocks in the future. So definitely check this out. And I'll be leaving the links to all of these things in the description of this video so you can access it all easily. So definitely be sure to check that out. So now we're on to another free resource, which is grayblender.com. This is another great site for specific tutorials like doing table views or using MapKit, that type of stuff. It's not the best for learning like the basics, although they do have some articles for that. So you can just go to tutorials, go to Swift. These are all like stuff about the basic programming language of Swift. They're not really projects like using MapKit and stuff like that. So they have stuff about different algorithms, the very beginner stuff like expressions, variables, constants, control, flow control. And then they have some like minor tutorials here. And this is all more like technical stuff. So this is a great page. and then you can go to iOS. And these are going to be more like project tutorials, like how to make a messaging app or how to make a MapKit app, how to make like an exercise app or a specific game like Flappy Bird, something like that. So yeah, see they have like collection view tutorials, some graphic stuff, maps and location APIs, networking stuff, how to make apps for the Apple Watch, stuff like that. Okay, still running. Earlier I was recording the video and it stopped recording me halfway through. So this is my second round. But anyway, I think this site is really good for just trying to figure out how to use a new API that's within Xcode. Yeah, so I really used it to learn how to like create a table view or a collection view, stuff like that. So that's great once you have the basics of Swift down. Another great resource, this isn't really coding related, I guess, but this is great for learning how to market your app once you create the app, I guess. So basically, this is a course. It's $49, but it was really helpful to me in learning how to market apps because a lot of people develop an app, they put it out there, they think they're going to become a millionaire from the app, but then they look into the next day and they've had like 5 downloads and basically no earnings at all. So this really gives you a way to learn how to market an app. This is basically a method of reskinning where you don't need to know how to program. So basically it's all marketing. It's a different method of reskinning than what I use. So what I do is I take a template and I reskin it and I just keep selling it on Flippa multiple times and then create a new reskin and then sell it again. This is where you purchase a template, you reskin it, and then you put it on the App Store and you market that app, and then you let it generate revenue for you once you get it into the top charts. So it's a little more similar to my Amazon method, but this is a little more in-depth since it's on the iTunes store and it's a bit harder to do it on there. So it includes a free reskin, a free template of a Flappy Bird app too. So this was great. It really taught me how to market apps and get them into the top charts, although it's a little harder than you would expect, but it does teach a lot of good information that I've used, not only in marketing apps, but just marketing in general. And so I would definitely check this out. It's not specifically a programming course. It doesn't talk about programming at all, but I thought it was helpful for me to learn about the App Store and marketing in general. So definitely check this out. Finally, I have another free resource called Hacking with Swift. This one is great for learning the basics. They also do have some intermediate stuff too, but where is it? I don't know why I can't find it. Oh, here we go. So here's this is the introduction to Swift, which is like all of the very basic stuff like variables, dictionaries, loops, classes, structs, closures. All of this stuff is really essential to being able to program in Swift. So I would definitely check all of this stuff out because it's very important to understanding all the more advanced stuff because everything kind of builds on top of each other. So that's a good page. And then they have a lot of specific tutorials like Storm Viewer, Guess the Flag, social media that teaches you how to use a lot of different components and combine them to create like a social media app or a browser or a word scramble game. So there's a lot of really cool stuff here actually. Yeah, look at all this. So I've done a few of these. I actually haven't done most of them. It's grown a lot in the past couple of years. But yeah, definitely check this out. It's helped me learn the basics and a few specific things within Xcode. So I thought it was a great resource for me when I was starting. So those are the 5 resources that I think are really the most helpful. I used a lot of other stuff within my time learning, but I think these were the ones that really helped me build my skills up and get me to the point where I'm at right now. So hopefully you guys can check these out. All the links will be in the description. So definitely take a look at all of them, see which ones you like the best, and check them out for yourself, because I really think programming is essential. Even if you just want to make some quick money with reskinning apps, knowing how to program just a little bit will help you a lot, because you can actually understand the template's code, and if there's an issue, you can fix it yourself. You can add ads if you want to, or add any other little component that you would like to add to it. And maybe if you get good enough, you can even create your own templates and make way more money from that. And eventually maybe even freelance too, which is even more money. So definitely I would recommend learning how to code. So check out these resources. Let me know what you think. Hopefully I'll be releasing a couple more videos within the next week, so be on the lookout for those. Thanks for watching this video, guys. I hope you enjoy it. Thanks.